Alright everyone, as you can tell by the way I'm dressed, I'm about to review Thor, which recently came out, and as you can tell by my get-up, I'm probably a little bit of a fan. I actually did go to the midnight showing, and yes, I did dress like this. I also had a red cape, but I dressed like this for the entire wait in line and the entire movie and afterwards, and people wanted pictures with me. People were pretty impressed with the get-up. One of my buddies went with me, and he had a little more homemade Thor costume that didn't really look like Thor at all. I'll give a little backstory. But enough with that. As you all know, my name is John Francis, and let me get into the review of Thor. Um, well, let me start off by saying it was a fantastic movie. I really, really enjoyed it. Thor is a very dense mythology, and so they probably need to cram a lot in a very short amount of time to fill everyone in and get everything going. And I thought that they did it beautifully. They condensed the story, which is basically Thor, who's the god of thunder. He's very reckless. He's always craving battle. And so he goes into his enemy's territory, which is the Frost Giants, and he kind of starts destroying everything. And his father, Odin, who is not, doesn't want war with their enemies because he doesn't want any bloodshed, casts Thor out for this act and for him not learning humility and learn how to be a true ruler. So he ends up on Earth, and his brother Loki wants the throne, so he decides that he's going to try to get rid of Thor. And it's all about Thor trying to find out why his father sent him here, him learning humility, what it takes to be a good leader, and how to get back into Asgard. And once he gets back into Asgard, it's all about him trying to take out Loki and become the ruler and the king that his father always wanted. And that's basically the synopsis of it. And I'll just have to say that I saw it in IMAX 3D, and I thought that the colors were beautiful. Asgard itself, I thought, was so beautiful. The 3D really did justice with Asgard. I didn't think it did justice any other time in the movie. Only when they were it looks like you were flying through Asgard is when the 3D actually worked for me. During the fight scenes and just random parts of the movie, the 3D added nothing to me, and I think it was only tolerable because I was in the IMAX with a much bigger screen. So if you go and see this on a regular screen, I would suggest skipping the 3D and just go with the 2D. Save yourself some money, and you probably will be better. Some of my friends had a hard time following the fight scenes in the 3D. But let's get back to the little bit of the review. I really, really liked it. Really liked the movie. Like I said, the mythology, I thought that they got down pretty well. Of course, a big nerd like myself, I was like, oh, they didn't put this, or this, but, the condensed Thor's mythology in a 2-hour movie, I thought they did a really good job with the origin. And, my only complaint was that it seemed like Thor was only on Earth for like a weekend. He didn't really, he really kind of like overnight realized the error of his ways. And I just wish that they kind of had him on Earth longer. And I think it would have been a lot funnier too if they would have kept up him getting used to Earth's customs. As in one scene where, he had a drink and then he slammed it down and broke it and said more. Because, in like olden times, that was a compliment. If you liked the drink, you would just break the mug and ask for another. And I thought it would have really added a little bit more, try to show that he's really not human. He's from a completely different place. Trying to make him a little more, that he is not really from this planet. And it also would have added a lot of laughs because, fish out of the water story. And but they got him right. They got Thor perfect. Chris Hemsworth was perfect as Thor. I thought the Warriors 3 and Lady Sif was all great. I kind of wish that the Enchantress would have been there, but I mean, they already had so many characters. I know that you had to cut the line somewhere. But I also kind of wish that they, in addition to having more like human Earth scenes, I kind of wish that they would have developed that, his transformation from seeing the error of his ways. But, all in all, there's not too much for me to complain about, you know. The action scenes I thought were really good. They really showed multiple uses of Thor's hammer, and that, it draws his power. And I don't know about anyone else, but I had a really big geek out moment when they showed Hawkeye. And just to say, when you see the film and you see Hawkeye, and you know what I'm talking about, you'll probably have the exact same feeling. But aside from those few little, I guess little nitpick things that I wish they had more, overall I thought it was a very entertaining movie, and that even if you did know the background, you got enough of it, and they kept it interesting enough, that I think casual moviegoers will have no problem following this movie and liking this movie. And definitely the action scenes were great. The Frost Giants, I thought, were done very well. I know they were a lot of CGI, but they didn't look too CGI, at least to me. So, all in all, great movie. Go see it. I'm probably going to go see it again. And so I guess I'm going to have to give it 4 out of 5 Don't Tase Me Bros. And there you have it.